All right, if you watched my last video, you know I had wheel bearing failure. Here's a picture of the other video. Now I'm home and we're gonna do wheel bearing on the passenger side. Let me show you guys how to do it. Starts with draining the rear end. So underneath, I'm just gonna remove that plug. No, I'm gonna remove that plug to fill it. That bolt right there in the center is the drain. That'll drain everything out. That plug is for filling. I'm gonna take this housing all the way off and flush everything out because I had a bearing failure on that side and I'm worried about particles being inside there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a socket for that bolt and we'll be right back. Okay, this bottom one is the drain. I just had this apart the other day, so I had a failure on the road, and so I did all this in the parking lot at O'Reilly's, and I wasn't able to get everything as clean as I wanted, so I'm gonna redo it. Go ahead and let that drain. We'll start working on the wheel bearing, pulling the axle, all that. We'll come back to this. All right, on the back side of this caliper, you guys are under the truck, takes a 16 millimeter. Here. Top and bottom. We'll pull the caliper off. Let me get a 16 millimeter wrench. Well, I have 17s, 18s, 15s, and one size fits all. Can't find it. Anyway, here we go. Pop this top one. Can't see it. Pry bar. Pull that up. Get you out of the way. All right. Pull the caliper out. You kind of have to twist it to get the pistons to compress a little. Strap it up. Then on the back side of here, I believe these are 21s. Right here. And then there's one on the bottom. This holds the bracket. Let me grab a 21. Okay, I was wrong. 24 millimeter. And you pretty much have to have a wrench to do it because of the distance here in between the leaf spring and the bolt. the bottom. Help if I went the right way. The bottom one you could probably get a socket in there pretty good, but the top one not so much. Okay, and that gets your bracket out of the way. It says your guide pins in it for your caliper, all that. Okay, now what we're going to work on next is here. This is going to pull your spindle out. This takes an 18 millimeter.
Oh.
And they're in there with Loctite, so you're going to want a good impact. Okay, this should come out fairly easy. Should. Get a big pry bar. Okay. I think it should be easier than this, but uh-oh. We're making a mess. Goodness gracious. Shouldn't be that hard to get out. Just got me worried. Okay. Good grief. Shouldn't have been that hard to get out. There we go. One axle up. Next step is in here. This is the axle nut. So you got to get a punch. Loose it. This should come off fairly easy. And yes, they make a special tool for this. Do I have one? No. That's what that looks like. It'll turn one, it'll loosen, but when it tightens, it catches. And it's got a keyway on it, and a keyway on here. Okay, next step, make room. What you want to do is yank this. You're trying to pop that outer bearing out. There you go. Little tool works. What I did, I stuck it in there and pulled. So this is what we're replacing. Okay, I'm just gonna get the pop loose in the back. In the back, it's got a seal. And that seal sits on there pretty tight. So I'm gonna try. Get behind and push. Don't want to come off. Catch it on the emergency brake or something. Okay. I didn't get footage. This took me a while. I got it off. What I did, bolted the tire to the hub. And I think what was happening is the brakes were catching in there. It would not let me get it off. So back here, I put those in, pushed on the back side and forced it, and came out here and pulled on it and forced it and pulled on it. Anyway, it's off. I am done for the night. It's dark out. Kids are waiting for me inside. So anyway, I'm happy. It's off. Time to go to bed, and we'll mess with it again tomorrow. All right, guys, it's Sunday morning. I gave up last night and it was dark. So anyway, wanted to show you in the daylight. Put these on the back of here to push that drum out so that I could get it out. The emergency brake doesn't look horrible. I mean, I have new ones, but I don't know why it was holding up so bad. Inside here, it's all crusty, you know, and that's what was holding it, I guess. That there's a lip here. So I'm gonna grind all that out. If it was on the rotor, you know, I obviously, you know, where my brake pads hit, I would be more worried about it, but it's emergency brake, and I don't even use emergency brake. The only thing I would need that for is DOT inspection. So I'm just gonna grind it out, clean it up, rip the bearings out of that, which I'll show you some of that stuff. And then we're going to jam this back together. I got new emergency brake set up. So I have new brake shoes from Ford. Here's part number. And they appear to be right. Luckily, all the springs and everything seem okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull all that apart, and then we're going to start cleaning stuff up, get ready to put it all back together. All right, let's do it. This clip. Springs. Ouch. Okay, bottom springs out. This here is your tensioner, okay? This is what you reach through the back and spin to tighten up your brake. Just like that. Now, what we have to do is get these springs out after we clean all this up, and then we got to put it back together the same way. So we'll work on cleaning this up. All right, gas in a spray bottle, okay? A lot cheaper than brake cleaner. Works probably better than brake cleaner. Clean all this up. There is a little bit of ridges on here, so I'm gonna emery cloth all that. And I do have brake cleaner. So what I'm doing with this gas is the bulk, okay? And then we'll brake clean it. We don't need these anymore. This is what was used to pull the drum off. Okay. Let me grab a wire wheel, emery cloth. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Little WD. Wire wheel. Okay, emery cloth, it's just a piece of sandpaper, okay? Ridges are gone. This up here is where your seal sits. Which I'll show you later. Then this is where your other bearing, your inner bearing. Okay. Get this a little better. Okay, that's all good. This stuff back in here doesn't matter, okay? This seal sits right here. So from here forward Has to be perfectly clean. No rust, no debris, no burrs, okay? You see, I even cleaned my threads with the wire wheel. This part gets oil through here. This is the oil bath for the bearings. This back here, this is just brakes, okay? The emergency brake here, this is the actual brakes, okay? So let's go clean up the drum side and get new races in, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll come back to this. We'll clean this one more time with brake cleaner before we start putting it back together. Okay, down in here, wheel seal. You want a pry bar or something like this. Stick under there. And you're gonna work it around. Don't have to get real aggressive with it, okay? Shouldn't have to anyway. Just work it a little bit at a time. It's coming. It's just the process. It's getting there. Wow. You did? Yeah. Okay. Okay, it's starting to come out here. I had to switch pry bars. This one. This is my favorite. This is a machinist pry bar and does the trick. So, paying attention to how this came out. This red seal, the red side is up. I thought it would be the other way. Good to know. So anyway, I'll show you guys when we go back together. But you want to pay attention. These are different on each side. Bearing, I don't know if you can hear it, but it doesn't sound healthy. These have 400,000 miles on them. All right, we're gonna spray everything down with purple power. And then we're gonna power wash it. Anyway, you guys don't need to see all that. Just letting you know why it's gonna come back clean. All right, so we've power washed it. Now we need to get these races out. So the inner one, you have to do from the outside. Big punch like this, okay? Set it in there. And you're just gonna, there's just a lip you're gonna catch. And you're just gonna go around, tap, tap, tap. Now I've turned it, I started with it this way. Now that it's moved a little bit, I've turned it this way, and that's keeping me from damaging where the race sits. You could also use a big punch. This is what I have, and one of my favorite tools. This and this. Out of all my tools, I use them the most. Okay, that one's out. There it is. It's not in horrible shape, but it's got 400,000 miles, so. Feel this side, we didn't damage nothing. I'm gonna do this again. Take out the other side. This one's gonna be a little more tricky. There we go. Both races out. Now I power washed this already, but now I'm gonna clean this all out with gas. I'm gonna sand everything. We'll get a little footage of some of that, and then we'll come back and we'll put the races back, new races in. Okay, what I've done so far, I just switched this over to sandpaper, but I had a hard disc on there, and I knocked off this ridge on both sides, and I knocked off all the scale and lip in here. So now I'm gonna clean it up with this. And Let you watch what you can see of that from the tripod. Remember guys, I'm doing this by myself. Can't hold the camera and you know, I can't record everything. I'd be here for a week trying to get this done. So I know people say, don't knock that off, just buy a new one. Well, this has lasted me 400,000 miles. I've knocked the lip off my front a couple times already. It works, I'm telling you. So here we go. Pretty good. I'll flip this over. I've already knocked the lip off with the hard grinder. I'm just going to clean it up. I'm also going to touch this surface barely. And then we're going to parts wash this with gas. Clean it all up one more time. Beat the seals in it. Clean it again. Go over and put it back together. Here we go. Okay, important to know, when I'm sanding this, I'm only sanding this lip and this lip with pressure. When I hit this part, it's very light. And all I'm doing is just put little hash marks in it and get rid of any imperfection. I'm not trying to change this surface. This is where your brake pad hits. So just so you guys know. The same here. That was very light, okay? So now we're gonna go to cleaning it up again. After I get it clean, I'll come back. We'll beat the braces in it. The races. All right, here we go. I took a small piece of sandpaper, got down in here, and where my punch made little marks where this is gonna sit flat, I sanded it. Now, this also has a taper, so it's not gonna go all the way to the very edge anyhow, but anyway. So a small thing isn't gonna hurt it. You wanna get rid of it, yes. Very light coat of grease on both sides. And light, you don't want a lot. Too much, it gets in the way. Okay, this is just a barely. And it goes, this has a taper, okay? So it goes like this. So it tapers down smaller as it goes in, okay? Set that in there. And get a punch. Okay, punch, hammer. You're gonna hold pressure on one side with your finger as you tap on the other side. This is a process. It does take some time. You could heat this up if you wanted. Going. So I just check down here, see what side is going down faster, so we can hit the opposite side. We're almost there. Okay, so we're there, so now I'm just go around it. And you can feel it when you bottom out. It changes. You want to make sure your punch is softer than your race. Okay? I'm gonna flip it over, work on the other side. Clean this up, a little gas. Okay, same thing here. I've already cleaned this up. This race goes the same, okay? It tapers down. I'm gonna go in just like that. Now I gotta put, I almost forgot grease. Yes, the grease helps. I'm gonna try, for fun, a little heat in there. See if this goes in easier. Hang on. Forgot we were cleaning with gas. In fact, this is gas right here. Can be a little difficult to start, and I don't have anything to write diameter to hit it all at the same time. Let me see if I have something. All right, there we go. Okay, that got us started. Getting close. Almost there. Did you hear that change? You hear it? Did you hear it change the sound? Okay. I'm gonna go around it one more time just to be 100% sure. Okay. Clean this out one more time. And then we're gonna go put the emergency brake together. Get this all ready to go back together here. Let's go do the emergency brake. Okay, let's do this. This is my first time really doing this too. So, you know, feel free to critique. Long side of the spring on the left side. Okay, now this has wide groove. Nope. wasn't making sense there. Okay. Put in your right side first, okay? And your left. And up just like that. Now, you want to get your other spring in. Not easy. Maybe I can do. Did you see that? Okay. Next. This piece. This is the adjuster, okay? Cleaned it up a little bit. Anti-seize it. More is better in this case. You did not want this to lock up. Wouldn't even hurt. This is brake lube inside there. Okay, now what we want to do, you want the gear on the left side, and I'm going to run it all the way as tight as is adjusted all the way in, because we'll adjust it out later. Now, next part. It's right here. These little pins, I should have bought new ones, I didn't. Go through the back, and then you have this little slide that locks it. Now that I've seen how this goes together, if you're having that problem that I had when I couldn't get the drum off, what you should do is drill these pins on the back side on both sides, that'll release it. Okay, you drill that little thing out and then just rebuy these pins. That's going to release all of this. This will all just push off. Yes, it's going to pop and springs are going to go everywhere, yes, but it's just going to push off. So all you have to do is drill out those pins from the back, get new pins, you're good to go. You don't have to do all that beating on it that I was doing. It was too much. That's all that was holding me. It was those little pins holding this out tight. With those gone, this all comes loose, comes out. Lesson learned. Okay, this spring doesn't matter which way it goes, it's the same. Push it in. Easy money. That's it. Parking brake's in. Now, this adjustment here, I see that spring, holds it, so I'm going to adjust it out some, and then we'll have to final adjust it from the back. So to adjust it from the back, there's a hole in the back. You stick your screwdriver through right there, and you can turn that gear. Okay, that's how you adjust it from the back side. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up again. Get rid of any extra nonsense. We're gonna do the same thing, light grease on this, okay? Go get it. Actually, I'm not ready to do that yet because I haven't put the seal and bearings in the other part. Let's go put the seal and the bearings in the hub, bring the hub over here, then we'll grease everything, put it together. Okay, got the new bearing. Do light grease on this. This is an oil bath bearing, so all I'm doing here is preserving it until the oil gets to it. Little assembly lube, if you want to put it that way. Okay, put that in. Important to keep everything clean at this point, okay? Now we're gonna put a little bit of grease right here where my seal's gonna sit. Open up the new seal. This seal goes this way. You're gonna see this side, not this way, this way. Okay. Okay. What I did, took the old race, cut it into 4 parts, set it on there. I don't have anything to fit that diameter, okay? So that's what we're doing. Take this. Takes some time, right? It's not gonna be easy. It is going in though. Just when you hit it, make it count. Did you hear it bottom out? I did. Okay. All that's done. Bearings in. Seal is in. Let's go. Okay, I just cleaned everything again with brake clean. We're good to go. Put a thin layer of grease on all of this. Let me clean my hands real quick. Listen, I think I'm only gonna plug one product this video. Look at this right here. Orange goop rough towel. See it? See these hands? I mean, this works amazing for a hand towel. No water. You know, you're just stuck on the side of the road. You're working in your shop and you don't have running water. Look at that. Get you some rough towel, orange goop in the description. Again, not a lot of grease on this. It's just a thin coating, okay? clean this hub out again already. Do the same thing in here, just a little bit of grease. If you want to have your outer bearing ready to go, okay? Just a thin layer of grease. Okay. Now, take this. We're in. Now, I'm going to take this here. Spray it in there. Okay, next bearing. Now, you want to get it pushed all the way in there. Axle nut has a keyway. Keyway's over here. This should spin on quite a ways by hand. Or like this. It's not taking a lot of effort, okay? Turn this in. You hear all that? Okay. Okay, once you get it in as far as you can like that, we're going to take a punch. You got to work this around. It's important not to go too tight. That's that parking brake in there. The other thing you might want to do once you get it a ways in there is to set it, right? The power of the feet. Not a lot of in and out play. That spins pretty good. Still too much in and out play. No in and out play. Spins around. I'm gonna get back there and mess with that. Emergency brake. See if we can get that sound to go away. Like that. I think that's just the pads in there. Anyway, let me get in there. Look at that from the back side. That's where you stick the screwdriver through the back side and tighten it, loosen it. So I'm not gonna be able to show you on camera, but I'll get it set and then we'll be back. Okay, we got the axle to go back in. What I'm gonna do, set it right here. Give it an oil bath. And it goes. Now I also have a new O-ring put on. Now I have all these bolts to put back in, so I'm going to clean these up, get them ready to go, and be right back. Okay, got my bolts. What I'm going to do is just a little bit of RTV, not a lot. Okay, this is they Loctite them from the factory. Just a little dab each one. I also cleaned all these thread holes out really good. I sprayed gas through them, sprayed brake clean through them. Just, you know, you guys didn't see that part, but I did it. Here we go. no in and out play. Okay. All right. I feel like if, hang on, face is dirty. If you can get that far, you can get the brakes and stuff back on yourself. The guide and the caliper, all that, you know, if you're tackling this job, you should be able to do that. So I'm going to quit recording at this point and get the wheel and stuff back on. And then I'm going to turn the camera back on when I get under and pull the diff cover. And we're going to clean that out, clean it up, put the diff cover back on. So let's do it. My face is filthy. All right, I got all the bolts out. This is RTV'd on. There is a spot right here. Oops, sorry, up here on both sides that you can get under to pry it out. I'd already popped it loose, but just wanted you guys to see. There it is. 400,000 miles. So I'm gonna go ahead and brake clean this. Starting at the top, work your way down. One $8 can will do. I already did this once on the road, but I just want to be double sure because I wasn't sure what all sat inside this part of it. So I wanted to run it a little ways. And basically I put, I don't know, 1,000 miles on it. And now I've dropped all the fluid, redoing it. So should have got all the little debris and whatnot out. Should be good. Should be good. Anyway, I'm gonna scrape all this clean. Get all this clean. RTV it, put it back on, and then fill it through that hole. And it calls for 4 1/4 quarts. So you gotta have 5, and you just pump all 5 in there, stick the cap on, you're good to go. So anyway, we'll wrap this video up right here. All right, guys, it's the next night. I had to cut that off and get done because, as you see, I'm already on the road hauling more campers. I put the 5 quarts in there. It took it all but like 1/8 of it. And I believe the reason is because when you're just dropping the diff and refilling the diff, you're not having to refill like where the bearings are, you know. So anyway, it took all 5. I use Amsoil, which this is what I used. Put a picture of it up here. If you guys are interested in Amsoil, it's awesome. You pay $20 a year to be a preferred customer. You get free shipping, and you get like 25% off. I am an independent Amsoil dealer, so if you want me to be your dealer, go down here in the description. There's an Amsoil link. It'll take you right to a page that has my name across the top. Sign up for the $20, get the free shipping. You get stuff shipped right to your house. It takes 2 to 3 days normally. Sometimes it's overnight. And it's not as expensive as a lot of people think. So you can put your specific vehicle in. It tells you exactly what you need. It gives you the right filters, the right oils, everything. use my name for it. Help me out here. The other thing, I'm going to put a link for those wipes for cleaning your hands if you guys want those. That's awesome to have for in the shop or on the road, what have you. I don't do a lot of how-to videos, but I try to do the best I could there. I didn't have somebody to hold the camera and that kind of stuff, so it makes it a little difficult to do that kind of stuff sometimes. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, don't forget to pray for your country.